We're all here because we want to have relationships that feel nourishing and juicy and connected, right? But most of the time we outsource that to somebody else to fix our insecurities. Or maybe I'm going to find this person who's not going to bring up those insecurities. This is kind of my upbringing in the Baha'i community. They talked about marriage being the fortress for well-being. Well, how many of us can actually say that that's true? In fact, when we don't get this right, the relationship itself becomes the source of illness, both mental and physical illness, right? You get at the hands of a relationship, things really break down. This is what led me into this work, was I was seeing patients in my practice. I'm like, okay, so how long have you been dealing with this problem for? For about 6 months. Well, what happened around 6 months ago? Well, that's when I lost so-and-so. That's when we went through a divorce. And it's like, wow, there's a correlation between health crises and relationship crises. Interesting. So am I really helping people just by focusing on the physiological impact of their attachment traumas? And so I just went down the rabbit hole and I realized, holy shit, I'm not helping people get to the root. And this is kind of like a three-dimensional energetic kind of thing. Like right now, we are all in a container. This is our container right now. I'm leading the energy of this container. And my hand gestures, my facial expressions, my playfulness, what's called prosody of my voice, is transmuting energetically into your system, and you're receiving it. And when I understood polyvagal theory, I was like in tears, realizing this is the link between science and spirituality. And it's basically the neuroscience of safety. Because what I realized was, as a chiropractor, the reason why people weren't getting better at their doctor's offices and then coming to me and then getting better was because I helped elicit a condition of safety internally by removing the stress from the nervous system. And when we shift our systems towards safety and connection, healing is the natural result. But when our systems are in survival stress, in protection, it starts to adapt, and we start to view the world with a lens of a lack of safety. And when we're in those spaces of a lack of safety, this is where we go into a shutdown or a freeze. And our work here is to become a safe container. But essentially, once I understood the polyvagal theory and I learned how to master it, not only with myself, I could then see other people and start to view them through the lens of the polyvagal theory. My relationships totally changed.